you setting it up right now?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It says I'm live. Oh, can't see anything that way. Oh, I gotta fix that. Oh, it's like super high up. Okay. Hey, girl! Hold on, Dee. I'm setting up here. I forgot my iPad, so we're using my cell phone, which is a little weird. Hi, Jan. Oh my gosh, blowing stuff up here. Okay. Where's the camera at on this thing? Oh, it's like in the middle. Ooh, now it's upside down. Okay, here we go. Hi, Laura Ann. Okay. Now I have to set up on this computer. Switch account. Nuh-uh, 22 people already. That's a mistake. Hi, Mary. Hi, Emily. I'm getting there. I'm a little slow. I had this idea and I thought, well, let's bring the people in on the idea. And I also screwed up something and I wanted to show you guys my screw up. Hi, Anastasia. Hi, Carol. Hi, Linda. I saw that, Leah. Leah's being funny over there on the computer. Logging it. Okay, I'm in.
Watching it.
I'm in. Here we go. I think I can see comments now. Okay, now I can see comments. Let me put my phone over here so I can read comments. And, okay, so first things first, I will link, Dee, I didn't get to it yet, the pencil cases. So let me show you those. Okay, so this is the black and white Arteza pencil case. Hi, Mary. Hey, Linda. We have two Lindas on here. I know, this is shown right here. I can't do anything about that or the phone will fall off. It's just the way it is. Maybe I can put some tape on there.
Tape? Okay. Why can't you make it go in?
Because it's meant for iPads and I'm not using my iPad, and if I move this anymore, it could fall down. Let me see here. Whoops. Yeah, I'm just not gonna mess with it. That's just how it's gonna go. It could fall off. It's potential that it could fall off of there.
So don't say it got messed up because...
Okay, so this is the black and white one that Arteza sent me, and it's got, what I liked about it, it has a nice handle at the top. It's that heavy duty nylon. There's a Velcro pocket on the outside here so you can put some paper, watercolor brushes, erasers. And then in this one, I put all of my regular Arteza color pencils. So there's 64 slots. This is a 120 piece kit. And you can see I put 3 to 4 pencils in each slot. And I have a couple of slots left over. So I think it's pretty handy and really easy to carry, and it looks cool. So nice double zipper there, heavy duty. I mean, it's really cool. So I ordered for myself the rainbow splatter one, and I'll link these for you guys through my Arteza link, but they were, I think, $18.99. And then I used my Facebook code and got a little bit of a discount. And I ordered this and it came within like 3 days, guys. It was super quick. And shipping's always free. Well, it's free right now. I think it's always free. So this is the rainbow one. Same super good quality. It's got that Velcro in there. And Dee had asked about putting the Arteza markers in here. So let me grab those. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Barbie. Leah, they're saying hi. And so these are the Arteza Everblend markers. And you can see that I would put one marker in each slot. It's 64 slots, so you'll be able to fit 64 markers in here. Now, if you do the face colors and the skin tones and the grays, that is going to be 72 markers because it's 36 in each one, right? So you may not be able to fit all of those in here, but I mean, you'll be able to get the majority of them in here. And if you have the full set, like I do, the 60 color set, the first set they came out with, you could actually put your extra markers in there. I have one whole tray of my gray markers in there. So I just wanted to show that. Do those triangle pens. Those look good ending. What do you, oh, you mean the, hold on. These guys, so I have Real Brush pens. The Real Brush pens, you can fit 2 of those in each one. And then these little twee markers. See, now I'm going to wait for them to bring out more so I can have some for everything here. You could do 2 of the twee markers. I don't think I'd squeeze 3 in here. Yeah, it's super tight with 3. So you could do 3, but I would say no more than 2 of the markers. 3 of the color pencils, 2 of the markers. And again, here is the Everblend markers. So if you have any, you know, and I have some color pencils cases. So I got this one off of Amazon, and it's pretty and all. I have my Prismacolors in there, but it's basically a slot for one pencil at a time. And because of the way it opens, I have to open the whole thing to get the pencils out. Where this one, I'm opening just one section at a time, so it makes it a little easier. And I like that it has a little carrying handle on it. That was pretty cool. Hello, Sue. Okay, so did I answer all your questions on that, hun? So now when they come out with more designs, I'm going to order more and put all of my other markers in there. Right now, I just want to put my color pencils in there because I don't like the trays that the color pencils come in. So I will link that once this video is done, once this live is done, I will link it down in descriptions for you guys. If you can use my link, that lets Arteza know that you guys saw it from me and they continue to send me stuff. If you don't use my link, then they, you know, don't send me any more stuff and I can't help you guys out then. Okay, so let me move all of this out of the way quickly. Stab myself in the neck. Okay. All right. So yesterday, as I was messing around, if you caught yesterday's live, I was playing around with the foilables, and this one, like, this one I just couldn't get. I was like, I don't get it. Why do I have these heart sayings and it doesn't say it on here? Because I was wrong. So if you order this one, if it's still online, again, Creative Vision Stamps is going out of business. So, or not going, is retiring. So she sold the business. So this hearts pattern, you actually get 4 sheets of 8.5 by 11 of the heart pattern. These words and phrases came out of my mystery box. And so I had put them in here. But these do not come with it. So it's just 4 pages of this. And we are actually going to use this for today. And I want to cut these down to card front size. I think I already have one. So we're going to do foiling and sequins today. So we want this to be 5.5 by 4.25. So I'm just going to cut a little tiny bit off the edge of this one. Oh, it's too short. Well, that one's going to be a shorty. So this one will make 5.25 by 4. I had already cut that one too short. Okay, moving on. Next page. These two should be okay. So we want these 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, so we have two that are 5.5 by 4.25 and one a little shorter, which is fine, which is 5.25 by 4. And I have one card base. Let me make two more real quick. Just taking some heavy duty Nina 100-pound cardstock. We're going to cut this in half at 5.5, and we're going to score it to make our card bases. I'm going to use our little score buddy. Christine from Missouri. Show me state. That's where I learned to fish. Lake of the Ozarks. Okay, so we're scoring it at 4.25. We're going to flip it over and then fold it. That'll make sure that we don't have any cracks or creases in our score line. So you always want to use good paper. You want to pre-score, because if you score and just fold it, you're going to have little cracks and creases in your score line. And that's what gives sloppy appearance to cards. Hello, Stephanie. Stephanie, thank you for letting me know you got Leah's card. That was very sweet. Okay, so now I have 3 card bases. We have 3 colors and we have 3 foils. So this is going to work out great. Okay, for the one that we're missing, I'm going to cut a little matte card here in black, 5.5 and 4.25. Just so we have everything framed off beautifully, and we'll see how quickly we can put these together. Okay, so the first thing we always want to do is you want to die cut before you foil, because if you foil and then die cut, you potentially could mess up the foil. So we're going to die cut first. I have my little stash of heart dies here. They come from various places. I don't normally make a lot of Valentine's cards, so I don't have a whole bunch. Not like my Christmas stash. So, so we're going to cut a couple hearts here. These are the cards from yesterday. I finally put them together. It's all foiled. And then here's the pineapple one. So I put those together. Okay, so we want to die cut first. So I'm letting the ink heat up over there. I know, Laura, I've had my phone for, I don't know, a week now, and I'm still getting used to it. Okay, so these two are bigger panels. This one's a smaller panel. So, you know, I'm inclined to use the big heart, but here's what happens. Yes, it fits, but then I don't have enough room on the side here to put any kind of adhesive to hold the heart in place. So we got to go down to the next smallest size. I'm sorry, I do not know who manufactures these dies. I got them a long time ago when I was first building my stash. So if you know what company makes black dies, and I think this is the only company I have with black dies, and they kind of warped a little bit, so I don't know. All right, so this is the second, but you know, there's plenty of heart dies out there. And I want to put these a little bit of an angle. You could do them straight, but I like the angle, and I want to be able to make sure that I have enough room to put tape on the sides. Now, here's the other hint I'm going to give you. When we're taping, we want to make sure that none of that tape goes on the inside of the die. Okay. And the reason for that is you don't want any residue left over from your tape. Oh, I'm sorry. In this case, we want it on the inside of the die, not on the outside of the die. It's really not going to matter too much. You want to use a little bit of tape because two reasons. Number one, if you're going to distress ink this like I did with the other one, the tape will leave a residue and it will resist the distress ink. Like on this one, I put the distress ink in pink there. Number two is it could pull up some of the foiling. So we want to be very careful with just putting a little tack of tape on there, just enough to hold it in place. And I'm doing the heart a little higher, so if I choose to put a sentiment down here or stamp a sentiment, it will fit. So we do our cutting plate. I'm using my Gemini Junior. I'm sorry it's not in screen for you guys. Then we use our magnetic plate. Then we have our milky shim and our top plate. And I'm going to feed it through upside down like this. Yeah, Stephanie, get your stuff while you can get it. All right, so that's one. And we want to save these, even though we're not using them right now. Carefully pull the tape off. We can always foil these and use them for the inside or use them later or do a different color of foil, whatever you want to do there. So I'm just going to go through and cut the hearts out of these. Okay, so actually, I'm going to flip my bottom plate over. Now I'll put that in there. Flip our plate over again. Flipping the plate, I noticed, does help to kind of reduce the warping of the plates. I mean, my plates are still warped, but also how you run it through the machine. So we're taught through the Sizzix machine to run everything with the die face up. Well, I found with the Gemini machine, if you run everything upside down where the die is going this way up, like that, then it warps a little less than just running it through this way. Us Americans, we do everything backwards. All right, this is the card that is a little bit smaller, but I think we'll be okay here. I think I'll make this one as straight as I can make it. That looks pretty good. Okay, so, you know, my Sizzix machine, I would run it through this way. I always try to remember to flip it and put it in upside down in my Gemini machine. Okay, so die cutting is done. Keep those hearts for another day. Okay, step 2 is we want to do the foiling. And then step 3 will be assembly. So I have 3 different colors of the mermaid sequins. I picked these up at Michael's, also Michaels.com. I don't know if they're still selling them or not selling them. It's called Celebrate It. This one is a light pink with silver. This one is a fuchsia with silver. And then the last one is red with gold. Okay, so I kind of want to match the foils with that. So let's see. Oh, there we go. Sorry guys, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so for the light pink one, I have Nana's Roses, which is a really light pink. Now, if you wanted to foil both pieces at this point so you're not wasting foil, of course you can do that. I'm going to save my centerpieces. I'm not going to worry about foiling them right now. I'm going to make sure that we have just enough foil to cover our background sheet there. I'm going to do one in that color. Hi, Pam. I know, tomorrow I go to work, guys. Like, really go to work. All right, for the fuchsia one, I think I want to go with silver. I don't do a lot with silver, and I think this silver is really cool. This one is called Blade. Leah goes back to school tomorrow. She goes back to her babysitters tomorrow. I go on the road, my new job tomorrow. Okay, so this is Blade. It's just a regular silver, nothing iridescent or fancy about it. It's just regular silver. You won't lose videos. They just won't be every day like they have been for the last 2 months because now I'm going to have to get back to work. All right, so while I am cutting these, I'm going to run 2 of these through. And where is my little foiling sponge? I don't have that out, so I'm just going to use the next best thing. Hello, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, you were right about the Spellbinders machine, but that's a story for another day. Thank you, Mary. Well, you'll always have a video on Thursdays because that's the day I do Blue Night rubber stamps. Now, I made the mistake yesterday. If you guys saw that little gazelle, when I pulled him off, I like kind of had a little heart attack moment there because I was like, oh, what happened? He pulled up his toner sheets. That's because I didn't let it cool. So I'm not going to make that mistake again today. We're going to let it cool. Let's see. I think for this red one, since it's red and gold, we're going to use that gold. Just to be different. Oh yeah, that matches pretty well. Yeah, that sometimes happens. It's just when they get hot, you gotta let them cool down. If they get to the point where they start getting eaten by your machine, then it's time to throw them out and buy some new ones. So a few days ago, I asked you guys if you wanted me to try the Spellbinders Glimmer Machine because I saw that Hobby Lobby had it on sale for $74.99. Now, I did go online and I looked for used ones. The used ones were basically $65, so for $10 more, I could get a brand new one. So I actually was going to Hobby Lobby with one of my friends, and she's like, oh, I want to try this. And I said, hey, listen, if you buy it and let me try it out, I will give you a whole bunch of foils. That was the trade I made with her. Well, I did make a video with it. And I told her to return it. Because it is exactly like the Go Press machine. And I got really frustrated with it. I'll link them for you, Mary. I got them on Amazon for like $6 or $7. So I don't even know if I'm going to post that video or not because it's a hot mess. I literally wanted to unplug the machine and throw it out the window because coming from the Gemini foil press where you get to choose your heat settings and you get to choose your heat timing, I had way better foiling than I did with the Spellbinders. But On a side note, maybe I just didn't give it enough time for me to learn it. So now I understand how you guys feel when you guys are doing foiling and you get frustrated. And I always say, calm down, learn the machine, don't get frustrated. So, we'll see. I haven't given it back to her yet to return. I said, let me have it for a few days. And I'm looking at it, deciding if I want to give it a go again or just give up on it. Had a lot of overfoiling with it, which is really what kind of bothered me. Anyway, moving on to what we're working on. Okay, so now we have our 3 panels. Here's the fun part. Yes, you can use these carrier sheets with the laminator. Okay, so this is the light pink Nana's Roses, and we want to keep this foil. Look at how cute. It has a heart in there already in the middle for us. So perfectly done. Love it. Look at that. Okay. The next one is the silver one. This is called Blade. Same thing. Pretty nice. Okay. And then the last one is the Queen's Crown. It's an elegant golden color. Bye, Pam. Have fun. Oh, Barb, you're not late. You're just joining the party. Okay. Now, some of these foils might already be sold out at Creative Vision Stamps, so I do apologize for that. Now, for this one card, I do want to put this black mat down. The carrier sheets are better than, yes, paper, and I'll tell you why. First of all, the paper gets all bent up, you know, and you're throwing it away. The carrier sheets are pretty sturdy. They take a lot of abuse. A lot of times if you have like overfoiling and stuff like that, it goes on the carrier sheet then, so it's not getting stuck in your machine. And you can see I have 4 of them here, and these are very well loved, and I just take them up every once in a while, and I take fingernail polish remover, actually the bottle's right here, and take a paper towel or cotton swab and wipe them down inside and out. Now if they get wrinkled up, which does happen, and when the machine starts to eat it, then it's time to throw it away. But it doesn't matter how much stuff is on here and it gets all schmutzy and dirty, it's fine. So this is like a little toner here. You just take a little bit of fingernail polish remover and clean them up and use them. And if you can't find the 6x6 ones, buy the 12x12 and cut them down. It is worth it, yeah. Okay, so that's our short card. Okay, so we have our cards ready. Now we need to cut our sequins. So I have the gold here, and I do want the sequins to go up and down. Previously, I was like ambivalent to which way they went, but now I do want them to go up and down. So we want cut enough that we have a border around our card and enough to put glue at the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of trim this here. This is where it gets fun and messy because now you get sequins all over the desk, but it's okay. It's still easier than making shaker cards, in my opinion. Now, if you cannot find this at Michael's, the place that started this invention was Inky Antics. You can go on their website. They have a lot of different colors of foils that do the flipping. So Inky Antics, I'll link everything for you. And I did try to find them on Amazon. They're pretty difficult to find on Amazon. Joann's has them in store. I forget what Joann's calls them. I will look that up for you guys as well. So Joann's has a couple of them. Michael's has the rolls though, which was nice. And we got them at Christmas time, so there was quite a bit. Okay. And again, the way that I like to attach it is the red tape, which is the biggest pain in the butt of this whole thing. but it does work pretty good. This red tape is what takes the longest because you really want to make sure that you have good coverage everywhere. Oops, too close, too close. Okay, hopefully you guys will be able to find me, since the other stream decided to go a little wacky. Hi Dee, sorry about that. Now it really aggravates me when that happens because it basically goes into this loop and I can't get out of it. I can't log off. I can't do anything. So I have to go over to my computer and then log into it and tell it to stop. And then it says, well, you're not filming from the computer. And it's just a giant nightmare. So thank you guys for coming back. This is what I get for not filming. Hi, Anne-Marie. Thank you, guys. Hey, Eleanor. Oh, where in PA, Eleanor? We probably had this conversation before. Hi, Barbie. Scranton, you're not too far from me, hun. Our first one. We'll get all of these assembled and then we'll come back and put them all on the card while we're waiting for everybody to log back on. Crafty Bean, Lancaster. We just had a conversation about this the other day because they have one of my colleagues is coming to the Lancaster area and he's like, how do you say it? Is it Lancaster? Is it Lancaster? And I'm like, tomato, tomato. You know, another way we could have tried to do this is to do full adhesive back. I didn't even think about that until just now, because that Elizabeth Craft Designs tape is super sticky, and I wonder if that would work holding these sequins down too. I bet it would, instead of using red liner tape. Oh, I should have cut the sequins first. Now I'm going to get sequins on everything. Whoopsie. Okay, so this one, that's like, okay, this one's going to be the fuchsia one. I'm going to move that panel out of the way so that we don't get sequins on everything. And you do want to use some heavy duty scissors. These Tim Holtz scissors are really good with this. Plus they're kind of non-stick, so they help with cutting the tape as well. So pretty good with these. Oh, I cut it the wrong way. I'll be okay. Shoo! Woo! I was like, oh, I cut my sequins the wrong way. We'll be okay. Well, that's just lucky. We almost had sideways sequins. Okay. Now we'll bring our panel back in, which does have the tape on it. Okay, that one's pretty good. All right, one more to go. I am going to use the Elizabeth Crafts tape, or the sequin tape, whatever you want to call it. It's good stuff. Score tape. Yeah. Trying to work pretty quickly here in case my internet decides to go on vacation again. Okay, and this one is the light pink. And let's make sure we cut it the right way this time, Nance. Oh no. Okay, now we can cut down the excess and start to assemble. Which is pretty easy to do at this point. And then you can stamp out some sentiments, or if you have some of those banner foilables, you can put those on there. Okay, so that one's done. I like this hot pink color. That's really pretty. Cutting the fabric down isn't going to affect, you just want to make sure that you have it tight around all of the edges. So like this edge where it's lifting up for me, probably would put a little bit of extra adhesive in there, because the tighter it is, the more the recipient plays around with the sequins and flips them, the less it's going to move around. If you don't have enough tape in there, then what's going to happen is they're going to flip this and play with it, and then it's going to start to lift, and then your sequins are going to come off. So we want to make sure that we have it tight all around the edges. Okay, and then this one, we have a tiny bit of cleanup on the edge here. Of course, it's no fun cleaning up, but when they're done, they do look pretty cool. And like I said before, still easier than doing shaker cards for me. Me and the shaker cards, not friends. Can't do it. Okay, so now we just assemble them. So I'm going to use that same sequin tape since it's already out. Oh, you know what? I should have measured that. Not real smart, Nance. That'll barely fit. It's fine. Just on the edge. Okay, there's one down. These two will go right up to the edge. They are full card front size. Okay, now we have 3 completed Valentine's Heart Mermaid Sequins cards. They are fun and interactive, but they are flat enough that if you need to send them in the mail, you can. You don't have to worry about anything falling out. Not really. I mean, you do have a little bit every once in a while, some excess sequins, but for the most part, pretty easy to do. And then what I would do is stamp some kind of a sentiment and put the sentiment down at the bottom here, or put it on the inside. So you can do happy birthday, you can do missing you, thinking of you, love, whatever you want to do. I mean, a heart goes with anything, right? And then when you flip them, this is the red to gold, and then it matches the gold that we have on our foiling. So super fun. I mean, it's pretty just like this. You don't even have to flip it. We have a rogue sequin in here. Get back in line. There we go. Okay. And then this one is the fuchsia to silver one. And the same thing. I did the stars as silver. I mean, the hearts as silver, the foiling. So you can see this one's fuchsia to silver. Really pretty. And then the last one is light pink to silver, and that Nana's Roses foiling matches it perfectly. So silver and light pink on this one, with the light pink foiling on the hearts. There we go. So lots of fun. Sorry about the technical difficulties. If you are catching this on the replay, I will try to link both videos as one video so you are not looking for 2 parts. But if you missed part 1, I will link it at the end of this video. And if you missed part 2, I will link it at the end of part 1. Okay. And again, all I used was some foilables background from Creative Vision Stamps, some of the mermaid sequins, some foils. Very easy to do. Cheryl, that's my hometown, my neck of the woods. Cheryl, I went to Joys of Life scrapbooking store last week. That's over in Mechanicsburg. I grew up in Camp Hill. And so everything, again, is on sale right now. Creative Vision Stamps. Go help my buddy Laura out with her retirement and her new grandbaby. And if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to post them down below. Hey, Trace, you just totally missed my live blooper, but it's okay. We're good now. We're playing with some of the sequins we bought, Tracy. We're doing some Valentine's cards. I know, we got Lancaster, we got Allentown, we have Harrisburg, and we have Wilkes-Barre, right? We got all the PA girls. And Tracy's from Pittsburgh. We got all the PA girls in the house today. That's nice. If you like this video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up. We like thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber and you're coming back and watching this on the replay, click the little bubble down here and click the bell and click all, and it will let you know every time I post a video or go live. Like I said, going to the actual job tomorrow, so all next week I will be out, but there will be a video Thursday for Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. And what's cool is Blue Knight Rubber Stamps has some brand new stamp releases, so you guys will be able to get to see that. And yeah, I will post everything in the description. This will take a little while to upload because I'm going to try to link the two videos together, and then I'll post everything I used as best as I can for you in the descriptions. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, keep on stamping. Bye-bye.